Hey guys! So lately I have been making a lot of comparisons between Canada and Korea. So I thought it might be fun to talk about the top 5 things from Canada that I wish were in Korea. Number 1, the F4. And I'm not talking about boys over flowers. I'm talking about the top 4 F things that foreigners usually miss from their home country. Family, friends, food, and fashion. Let's just say sometimes I wish there was a magic door that I could go into and it would come into my family home in Canada and then I could return to my home here in Korea. Number 2, small talk. In Canada, it is really common to have a conversation with a complete stranger any day of the week. Maybe multiple times during the day. You could talk about the weather, you could talk about your son's birthday party, it doesn't matter. It's always fun to talk to a stranger. I noticed that people in Busan are very open to conversations, but I live in Seoul and most people in Seoul don't really get involved with little chit chat. For example, I was buying plants and I decided to buy them from a local market. There was this old harmony and hariboji and I was explaining them in Korean that, oh, this is for my students, we're learning about plants, and they did not care. No, back in Canada, they'd be like, oh yeah, tell me more, And so they got my plant ready, so you want to do this, and this with this plant. I hope your kids love them. You'll have a whole conversation with them, but not so here. They didn't care about my story.
Me too.
Jen also doesn't care about my stories. Number 3, clean air and greenery. Korea does have a lot of wildlife here. However, I know Canada's a bigger country, but it is huge in Canada. There's just lakes everywhere and you can go swimming and kayaking and canoeing, and there's forests, and most importantly, there's clean air. Almost anywhere you live in Korea, you have to wear a mask now because the air is so bad. And for me, it's really 답답해. I'm just a hot person anyways because I'm used to a colder climate. So just adding a mask is very uncomfortable for me. So I kind of miss my mask-free life. Number 4, pharmacies and banks. In Canada, banks are open on the weekends most times, and they're open a little bit later than they are in Korea, so I can actually go after work. As for pharmacies, what if you have a medical emergency? I'm telling you, in Korea, pharmacies are very fantastic and very easy to come by. However, they close so early. In Canada, a lot of the pharmacies, they're really big. They'll have anything that you need, and they're open usually until midnight or later. Some are open 24 hours. So I sometimes miss that convenience, especially if there's a health emergency. So I make sure I always have like a stock of everything I need in my cupboards, just in case. Number 5, diversity. As you guys know, Canada is a really multicultural country, and it's very easy to find people from different backgrounds and of different colors. Here, there are a lot of foreigners, but no matter how long they have lived here, they will always be a foreigner. For example, even if I get Korean citizenship, I will always be seen as a foreigner. In Canada, anyone can be Canadian, so we don't really think too much about foreigner or Canadian. I have been living here for over 3 years now, and just this weekend, I had someone tell me, enjoy your stay in Korea. And I'm like, thank you. I have been doing so for the past 3 years. Awkward. I know I was talking about the things I miss from Canada, but I still love Korea, obviously, because I'm still living here. So if you live in a different country and you miss some things at home, please let me know what those things are in the comments down below. And if you'd like to get your hands on one of these fabulous Gendip t-shirts, make sure you check down in the description on how you can get your own. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell button. 오늘은